Okay, what is neutrality? Neutrality is a pledge not to take sides in war. Who are the Allied powers? The Triple Alliance, the Triple Entente changes to the Allied powers. Great Britain, France, and Russia become the Allied powers. Who were the Central powers? Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. If you can remember, okay, the Triple Alliance, okay, is now what the Central powers are. Right? It was Italy. Italy was part of the Triple Alliance, but they're not part of the Central powers. Ottomans had fought against Russia in the past, and they just wanted to keep that going. Japan joined the Allies because of Asian competition with Germany. Italy switches to the Allies in 1915. Italy was promised territory from Austria-Hungary after the war. Germany marches through Belgium and invades France. They come to within 15 miles of Paris, right, and they're stopped at the Battle of the Marne on September 1914. Trench warfare. Trench warfare is the idea that you dig these trenches and it will keep you from getting hit by bullets and artillery. Not much territory is gained or lost because one side goes against the other side and then retreats and then the other side attacks, and you just keep going back and forth between the trenches. Here is a picture of the trenches during World War I. Okay, German trenches are on the right, Allies trenches are on the left. Which trench system looks better? Well, you don't need to be a genius to realize that the right looks better than the left. The Germans had a better developed trench system. They got first pick and they chose the drier high ground. Have any of you ever tried to dig through mud, dig through water? Alright, it's very frustrating. And the Allies were left with the muddy lower ground. Here's a picture of a trench. Right, as you can see, it was obviously higher than men standing up. Right, and they had different braces, right, to keep the dirt from falling, and you can't really see it from here, but you'd be able to hide inside of the ground. Right, you won't always have to be out in the trench. Here's a few pictures, different pictures of life in the trench. Right. This area between the trenches, this desolate land, this, just grotesque, no vegetation, no trees growing. This is called no man's land. The area between the trenches is referred to as no man's land. Some different battles in 1916. There were two major battles in 1916. The Battle of Verdun, which lasted from February to December, and 750,000 German and French soldiers were killed. The Battle of Somme, which took place in July of 1916, machine guns killed 60,000 British soldiers in one day. Remember, all of this goes back to one family not being able to get along. Deadly weapons, different weapons that were used during World War I. Poison gas. also known as mustard gas. Here's some pictures. There's some gas masks. Right. It would incapacitate you, make it hard for you to breathe. All right. If you got too close at times, it could kill you. Most of the time, it did not kill you, just incapacitated you. But these tanks, okay, tanks, not like the normal tanks that you see today. These are the tanks we're talking about, but they were a new invention to war at this time. Machine guns, right? Machine guns had never been used before this time. And the airplane, right? Anyone know who this man is right here on the right? Anyone ever heard of the Red Baron? Anyone ever see the Snoopy commercial on the Red Baron? That was the Red Baron, right there. Arguably the best dogfighter in the history of the world. You may not know this, but many times the pilots would carry a handgun with them, sometimes to use to try to shoot at planes, right? If there wasn't a weapon attached to the plane. And then others, as you can see in this bottom picture, if they were going to die or the plane was going to go down, some of the men used the handguns to kill themselves. U-boats, submarines and U-boats were a major technological advance in warfare. And that's it for this recording.